air rates.
You know what sucks, Brian?
What, Mitchie?
Factory exhaust systems. They suck.
Ooh, I think I just spit on her.
So, I've had my Genesis now for about a month.
A month too long.
Yeah, a month. And I can't take the factory exhaust system anymore. So, thanks to our good friends at Solo Performance, they actually sponsored this video. We're gonna put a Solo Performance catback exhaust system on Gen A.
So she still has how many cats?
Still has all four.
All four, okay.
Yep. And there's if it's still too quiet, I can just remove the secondary cats and put a couple test pipes in it. We'll see where that goes.
Convince him to do it.
Yeah, we'll see. It is my daily driver, and I don't want to drone, which is why I chose this exhaust system, because they focus mainly on a nice deep sound with eliminating drone completely.
And they keep the rasp to a minimum, right?
Yep, rasp to a minimum. It's a true dual with an H pipe to equalize the pressure between the banks. It sounds good online from what I've heard, so let's do this. So dumb. Step 1 is to use some kind of penetrating lube to help loosen the fasteners. Cars that see winter weather may even need some heat. I wish I sprayed them a day before because these nuts were tight. Oh my god, that's tight. Luckily, Quinn has these long box end wrenches for extra torque. The top bolts were hard to get to. Some long extensions and an impact helped make loosening them easier. Having the right tools helps make any job easier. These exhaust hanger removal tools work great.
There's 3 total?
Yeah. Oh my god, this is the best tool ever. Oh.
Oh shit.
Sorry, it's still hanging there.
Oh wow. Remember that time you held that transmission for like 5 minutes straight?
Which one, the STI trick?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so easy. This thing rules. The factory exhaust system on the Genesis has a serious bottleneck at the Y-pipe and the muffler. The Solo Performance exhaust is 100% stainless steel, which makes it much more durable and resistant to rust. The fact that it's a true dual kit with free-flowing resonators and a free-flowing X-design muffler means that this exhaust will flow much better than the factory system. I hate the stock exhaust things.
Yeah.
They're just terrible.
There's words for it that I want to use, but I can't use.
They look like HDMI ports.
Exhaust tips?
Yeah. Oh.
Boy, those don't look like HDMI ports.
Nope. They're staggered too, so they go with the flow of the bumper.
Dual wall, too? Right?
Maybe. Looks like it. It's a style I like.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't like the rounded edges too much.
3.5 inch?
The tips, yeah. The whole exhaust is 2.5 inch. If you are reusing hardware, it only takes a couple minutes with a wire brush and some WD-40 to clean them up. This will help prevent cross-threading. Running a tap and die on the threads is ideal, but I didn't have the correct pitch for these, unfortunately. Once everything is cleaned up, the install portion is very simple. Just make sure all your mating surfaces are clean. Don't forget anti-seize on the threads either. Your future self will thank you if you ever need to take this off again. You'll need a long extension and a universal joint to get those pesky top bolts. I usually wait until the entire system is hanging loosely before I torque everything down, but this particular muffler section doesn't have hangers and just slips onto the resonator section.
We each get a tip.
The rear hangers are on the tip sections and are much easier to insert before the piping is slipped onto the muffler section. Then it's just a matter of installing all 5 clamps, working your way from the front to the back.
Drop my nuts.
Keep an eye on the tip alignment on the rear bumper as you tighten the tip sections.
So Brian, what are we doing?
Kids, if you're watching at home, don't forget this step. With any exhaust install, last thing you want to do is get some isopropyl alcohol and a clean rag. And wipe down all your fingerprints from the install. You don't want any smudge marks or anything, because once it starts up, the exhaust will start to change colors and it'll be impossible to get it looking as good as new again.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go over the whole thing, give it a good wipe down, and she'll be looking good for years to come. Ain't that right, Matthew?
We'll see. Hopefully I don't have to drive it in the winter.
Daily.
Yep. Oh, another thing to note, these clamps, we messed up the first time we installed them. There's a little spacer that we actually forgot to move to the outside so that these nuts have a good surface, a mating surface. So make sure you move that to the outside like it is right here.
Then it works perfectly.
Yep.
We were getting too antsy.
Yep. We also kind of split it as close as we can to the middle here on this lip so it grabs both sides.
Almost ready to start, Matthew.
It is. It's ready to start right now. God, these tips look so much better. Damn it.
Why are you so mad?
I can't wait. I gotta start it right now.
On the lift?
Yep.
It's hotter than Africa in here.
Yeah, I turned the AC on.
Oh yeah,
Oh, are you rolling?
I'm rolling.
Oh shit. Yeah. So just wanted to close this out. I've had the exhaust for a week now, right? Yeah, we installed it last week.
About a week ago.
Oh, about a week ago. Love the exhaust. It's perfect for a daily driver. It's gotten louder since the first install night because all the muffler packing and everything. I think it just like settled in.
Yeah,
and got
it sounds a little louder.
Yeah.
Still sounds sweet though.
Yeah, and it's so comfortable. Like you can just cruise around with it. You know, it's not harsh at all. It's great. I love this exhaust. I wanted to thank Solo Performance for sponsoring the video. They make a quality product. You guys should definitely check out their website. They do a lot of like muscle cars and stuff too, which all sound amazing. But yeah, couldn't be happier with the exhaust. What do you think, Brian?
I love it. Sounds deep, not raspy. It has those burbles when you're decelerating. Yep.
But it's quiet in here with the windows up, so we don't even know if the camera picked it up.
Yeah, you can still daily drive, which is very important because this is why you bought this car.
Yes.
So I might be after you about a muffler delete for a 2019 Ram Rebel.
Oh yeah, that's
So
great.
don't be surprised if I slide in your email one of these days.
Yeah, talk to Steve. Nice guy.
Steve from Solo.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right,
Sick.
that's it.